Well, it's Friday. I think it's May the 10th. And apparently a couple of days ago there was an update to the Anafi 1.1 or 1.5.4. And mainly the updates are to do with photography and the way the gallery works, and not so much on the flight characteristics. So this is the Anafi. And I'm going to start, and I know I've only got a half a battery here, but I'm just going to go and try a hand launch and a hand catch, and it's beautiful weather, there's no wind, and I'm just going to go before dusk here. It's about 7 p.m. and see what happens. So we're going to fly, and I did start this up the proper way, which was opening up the controller, then starting the Parrot Anafi, then waiting for the blue solid light on the controller, then plugging it in, and it seems to work perfectly. I've got a piece of rubber on the controller here from my large Galaxy S7. It works great. We're all plugged in, ready to go. The only thing I'm going to change is the photographs, which are going to be .7K at 30 frames per second. Okay, so we're going to do a hand launch, and I have another camera I'm going to start now, and we're going to watch the hand launch. The way you hand launch is you hold it in your hand and it changes to hand launch, and you press the launch button once and throw it in the air, and don't be scared to toss it. There we go. And the precise home has been set, and we're going to turn it around. There we go. I would not try this with the Zino or the Fimi, but with the, and we can come down a bit, there we go. With the Fimi, it's not that great in close quarters, but this is really good. The B-pop is exceptional as well. So we're in a really bad area because we got a car and a truck. So look at the car and the truck. So we've only got about a 6-foot span here between the car and the truck, and we're good to go. There's a number 1 on the GPS, whatever. Oh, that's, I didn't turn flight mode off, but yeah, we're in film mode, I believe. Standard flight, yes. Now how do I switch to film mode? Film mode. We're in film mode, and I noticed the last update changed the configuration of the bottom menus, but we're in film mode, and we're just going to go up and take a nice leisurely flight and see what this 2.7 looks like in the dusk. And it's all auto, so let's take it back a bit. Well, one thing you might be interested, or you don't care, but anyway, our house is for sale. We're going to move to the Guelph area, hopefully. Oh, don't know why that is that. So hopefully in the next couple of months we'll be moving and closer to family. And right now my daughter's in New Zealand, and I am so envious. The pictures she's taking back, sending back from the South Island of New Zealand, It's absolutely incredible. Puts British Columbia to shame. It's just incredible. Anyway, up we go, and we're gonna turn a bit. We're gonna go up, and we're only at 7 meters. And I have to say, I have to say, the controller on this is phenomenal. It's a little small, but the controls are phenomenal. Compared to the Zino, night and day. The Bebop Sky Controller 2 is really good as well. The Fimi isn't bad, but I find that a little bit too big, and this is a little too small. So do your 3 bears calculation there. The perfect one would be the Bebop 2. Pardon me, the Bebop Sky Controller 2. That's a absolute phenomenal controller. But the way that Parrot has designed their flight control software is the best I've seen. However, I have to say, I've never flown a DJI product, so I can't compare to DJI, but for the cheaper drones at a third of the cost, Parrot has it nailed. It's absolutely beautiful. The only thing about the Parrot is the video. Sometimes if the lighting is not exactly right, you get some soft focus issues, but the Zino shines in that area. The Zino video is really good compared to all the rest, no matter what light conditions. It's really, really good. It's just the flight controller of the Zino is less than desirable. So we're going to take it up. We're going to go up to, oh, I'd say at least 40 or 50. We're at 38%, 37%. We won't get a long flight, but yeah, we're up 33 meters. That's good. And we're going to head out, and we're going to point this camera down a bit and just look at the surroundings. A nice slow flight, just to see how it handles and what's going on with it. Turn to the right a bit. There we go. And if we look up a bit, we see the hydro field out there. Well, the hydro wires anyway. And I've got it on the Wi-Fi setting to contribute all 2.4 and 5 gig. So I'm supposed to be getting a little bit better distance. So it's a black spot in the air, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So we're out 125 meters, and we're going full stick forward now. This is in film mode, and we're up 33 meters, so we're higher than all the wires. And sometimes it says we don't have a very good Wi-Fi signal, so I just have to figure out where to hold this stick. Yeah, we're 300 meters. I did another test and I got 600 meters out of it, so it's pretty good. If I can hit the hydro field here, the wires, I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so we'll do a loop and turn around, and we'll come back. And you notice that little diagram in the bottom there? That shows you when you're facing home. So when that house, little house is there, that's facing home. So it's coming back now. So I can face it down a bit, and I have no idea why this keeps popping up. So we're coming back, and we're at 292 meters. And strong interference, but we're still going. It should clear up pretty soon. Okay, let's see if we can Oh, wrong way. We'll go the other way a little bit. There we go. Coming back seems to be a little harder than going out. So maybe the antennas on the Anafi, the front ones are different than the back ones. I don't know. But if I can get that far, 200 or 300 meters, that's fine. And it comes back, and we'll point it down a little bit. There we go. It's coming back. And we've got 24% on the battery. And here it is. Let's see if we can look at the lamp post. There's the lamp post. Coming down. And we're going to turn to the, shift over to the left a little bit as we come down. See if we can get that lamp post in there. Oops. There we go. Point it down a bit. A bit forward. There's the lamp post. Come down. Whoops, sorry. I'm using the wrong stick. There we come down. There we go. We're about a meter above it. Oops. There we go. Can we come any lower? There we go. Can you read it? Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. There you go. It's pretty close. It does move a little bit. Back to 0 again. We're going to come this way and bring it up. We're down to 15%. And we're going to come back and hand catch it. And I'm just going to turn it around because it's easy to catch when it's turned around. Let's see if I can get this on camera, what they tell me to do anyway. There we go. I'll bring it down a bit. Now they say get ready to hold. Put my hand underneath. Keep your fingers flat. You don't want to curl them up and get hit. Okay? And I press the button. Kind of weird. You got to hold the button. You can't just press it. You have to hold it. A little scary, but I know that QC guy just flips it on its side and it turns. That might be the easier way to do it. But anyway, it automatically starts the video, automatically stops the video. You can't really ask for anything else. I'm just going to turn the Anafi off, one click, and it turns off. That's one of the only negatives to this, that on and off button is so sensitive. If you accidentally put it in the case and it just gets pushed, or you put it down somewhere and it accidentally gets pushed, you pick it up, it's going to start. So that's one of the negatives. But the battery lasts a long time. I'd like to get another battery, but they're super expensive. It's okay. Let's see what the video turned out like.